Hammer done hit us so hard we got unplugged. We got unplugged. He got to talk
Yeah.
about Chicago. We got unplugged, and we back on live.
No, but
You
my
got to take
point
us
is
out.
that, like I said, you had Dio, they paid him a bunch of money, and
Mm.
he no production. You got Gray Jarrett on the other side of 30. I mean, Darnold's only good signing. Yeah, and gave us a discount. So I mean, I'll put you this way: they got good salesmen in Chicago because when I read Chris Ballard took a discount to come to Chicago, I'm like, they got good salesmen. But again, we'll see. Again, this potential stuff bothers me. I want production. We talk about potential for the past 3 years. We need production now, Chicago. That's what we need production, and we need again wins. That's what we need to do. We start shucking jiving the fans with these cats like Dio, he's 6'5", 280, and 4.77. 3 sacks, okay? 3 sacks. That's what he got. 3 sacks. I don't care if he 7'5", 300. 3 sacks. No production, man. So I mean, again, it looks good on paper, but like I said, we won the offseason game 3 years in a row. We need to win on the damn field now and stop winning on the off the field, bro.
All right, we'll track Chicago. What are some of the moves that you appreciated, Darnell, here in free agency that you see you've been tracking?
Dude, let me pull it back up. Um, 'cause there are a lot of things that happened. Um, you had
Well, I can
some,
go a little bit here. Let me go
yeah,
while you get yourself warm. 'Cause I
yeah,
need
you
to.
go, yeah, you go.
Yeah, so a couple that got me going. The Patriots are interesting. They got some rough riders. So they got Milton Williams and they got Harold Landry. I mean, they're
Then they got
fortifying that
Spillane too.
line.
They got
Um,
Landry because of the Vrabel connection. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, so I mean,
yeah.
Vrabel is
And
he
they got
getting
that
the
money
nasty
too. That big
dogs
money, big money, big
up
money in
front,
cap.
and they're making moves. Obviously the Steelers. I like the Metcalf move. We got to figure out who's going to throw the football to him.
I don't like the Metcalf move.
And we'll
That's
figure
the
out
one we
what.
disagree on, bro. Five
Huh?
touchdowns, five touchdowns. You getting how much
What
money?
we trying to put together is all. I think opposite of
Yeah, we'll
Pickens,
see, bro.
it's up. I like where that move. They got to figure out who going to throw the football to him.
Man,
But
A Rod, A
I like
Rod, A Rod, bro. A Rod throwing the football. That's who throwing the football.
If as long as he can release it, I'm okay. They got some pieces that
I'm gonna put him in line, man. Tom gonna be the best thing for him. You saw a picture I sent y'all with him hugging A Rod and Russ looking like, oh man.
well.
yeah.
You saw Russ. You saw Russ. Russ is like, oh Lord.
We'll figure that out. And but in the what the Commanders got Tunzel and then
Yeah, I got
Debo. They're
Tunzel
they're
and
fortified.
Debo.
Debo.
So you
Yeah,
see that fortifying that team. So I felt like some people made some good moves. I don't know what the 49ers are doing. I can't tell
they
you what they.
shedding. They shedding. You know what they doing?
They
You don't know
shed
what they
money.
doing?
Yeah,
They shedding money to pay Purdy, bro. That's why they
Why would
doing
you
it.
say? But I'm
You
not
gotta
that high
shed
on Purdy.
money.
Why would
It's
we
not.
shed
It's
money
not.
to
It's
pay
not.
Purdy?
It's not. Bro, you ain't giving away no quarterback, bro.
Purdy has only been good when you got good people around him.
Man, Purdy's good,
Ha-
man.
yeah.
Purdy hasn't carried anything. When does he
Purdy's good.
carry
They'll
somebody?
do a Super Bowl. He should have won a Super
But
Bowl,
that
but
was
for
that
but
was
for
because
but for
he
his
was dealing
defense.
cards with a loaded lineup. Who he throwing to?
No, he again he balled out during that Super Bowl. You cannot take that away from him.
He
You cannot
did
take that
that
away
with
from him. He balled out.
he did that with all
He
them
matched
pieces around him. When he didn't
punch to
have them, he
punch
struggled.
with Mahomes.
He
Punch to
struggled this
punch, bro.
year. When he
Yeah,
didn't
he
have them,
struggled
he
this
struggled.
year because they all hurt up. Ayuk out.
Yeah. So, but you
Pearsall
get
got
paid that
shot.
money, you got to carry.
Come on, man.
You
Pearsall
got
got
to
shot.
you
Trent Williams hurt.
look
Debo
look
hurt.
look. You
Yeah.
got to carry. If you get paid that big money, you got to carry.
He'll carry. They're gonna
Okay.
retool. They're gonna
Okay.
retool.
Okay.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna retool.
Shanahan and
But
them gonna have to move out.
wow,
They got if I'm the owner, they got a small window.
yeah, well, you're right. He's
You
on.
you
He's
you
on. He's
you
on the
fired
hot
you
seat.
fired
You see.
ever
You
since
see.
he fired
Steve
his
Wilkes. Yeah,
defensive coordinator tried to blame it on him.
yeah.
It's been downhill. See,
Two
karma
defense
works that way.
coordinators. Two defense coordinators now. He fired two.
Yeah, both brothers, wasn't it?
No, no, no. Soros
No,
was white, dude.
right, dude.
Soros was
Okay.
white. Yeah, he was.
He fired the brother,
Yeah, he fired
and
the
now
brother. Yeah.
see, it's always gonna be about somebody else. when he's the one who made the bad call.
Oh, believe me, his seat smoking right now, D. Wills. I mean, he
Nah,
better
man.
win this year. His seat
He
smoking.
got that credential. He got that
His seat,
credential we don't have.
I only go so far, bro.
He got that
Bill
credential.
Belichick. But anyway, Bill Belichick got fired. Enough said. If Bill Belichick
that
get
took
fired,
forever.
anybody,
That took forever.
everybody. Pete Carroll got fired. So
That took forever.
there's no loyalty. NFL is not for long. I tell everybody. There's no loyalty in NFL, bro. To
Not
nobody.
for long unless.
To nobody. To nobody.
That's
Ain't
for
no
long.
loyalty.
Darnell.
Mike Tomlin better win this year, or he gonna be
let me
not for
get
long
Darnell.
too.
Let me get Darnell in here. Talk to me. You
Yeah,
got time?
I had lost my train of thought. We
Yeah, I
got
know. You
got
get some sleep,
sidetracked, but
bro.
I got it now. So
Okay,
Yeah,
get your
my
train.
first
Let's go.
team, my first team is the Rams. Like they picked up Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
and I think that's going to be real interesting with him and Puka Nacua.
Mhm.
With that timing offense, Sean McVay always has it. He always has it clicking, and then with Matthew Stafford, the offensive line, you got Blake Corum in there, Kyron Williams. I think they're going to be ready to make some noise over there. I really like what Minnesota did. Minnesota, like we
Good
mentioned
too.
in the break, they got Jonathan Allen,
Yes,
the
sir.
guy I've always liked, even from his days in Alabama, and they also got Javon Hargrave. So they're really fortifying the interior of that defensive line. They got Isaiah Rodgers from Philly to play DB. Yeah, corner. Yep.
Minnesota.
I know we're not going to. Yeah, they did good. I know. I don't know if we're going to talk about the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets got. They got my
Jets
boy
and the
Justin
Jets.
Fields.
Jets and the Jets, man.
They got my boy Justin Fields.
Yeah, God bless him. God bless him.
Yeah,
God bless him, man.
it
He's another guy. Another guy,
break.
Mr. Potential. I hear
was about
number
to say,
potential, no production.
It's gonna be make or break for him.
Oh, it's gonna be
That
break,
just
bro.
is what
It's
it
gonna be break,
is.
man.
Hey, no, I'm just hoping for the best for Aaron Glenn. He got his
Yeah, I'm
first
pulling
head
for Aaron
coaching
Glenn,
job.
no doubt. But
I
I
hope-
wish he had a better quarterback, though. Should stay with
Yeah,
Rodgers.
but yeah,
shoot.
I
Stay with
don't count
Rodgers.
Justin's years in Chicago because they were dysfunctional.
I count the one in Pittsburgh where he got beat out. That's what I
No,
call.
but he
Count that one.
played well in Pittsburgh.
But they were doing
He didn't
good.
play
They
well
were doing
enough.
good.
He didn't play well enough.
He was
played well enough.
a game
He didn't play
manager.
well enough. No, he didn't. He played well enough.
He was game
Interesting
manager.
enough.
No, he was
And
a
then you
game
got your
manager,
team. And then you have your team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got DK. I know it wasn't a free agent. They traded for DK.
Yeah.
They got Malik Harrison from Baltimore.
Yep.
They are a team that badly needed some weapons or just another guy to distract from George Pickens, and DK is probably even a little bit better than Pickens at this point.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
And they'll reload.
I didn't see
with
good
running
production
backs.
last year.
They'll reload in the draft with in terms of running
Yep.
backs and some of the other pieces.
Yeah,
running backs.
There's a whole bunch of running
That's
backs.
why they
in
let
this draft.
Najee go.
Yeah.
You ain't paying.
They probably drafted
But I
him.
told you that. I told you they had to let Najee go. He wasn't running hard enough for me.
Yeah, well,
They did let go. What's his name? Dan Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him go. Yeah,
they're gonna let him
so
go.
they're going to go tackle. Yeah, they're going to go tackle at some point.
Well, no, they got your boy from Washington.
They got
Broderick. Or they're gonna go with
Troy.
Broderick. Yep.
You talking about Troy Fautanu? Yeah.
Yep. Or they're gonna go Broderick.
Because he was injured, right?
Because he was injured last year. Yeah. Now they redshirted him, so he gonna go now. Yeah.
Or they're going with Broderick, who played left tackle at Georgia.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll fine tune it and I mean in Denver,
Amon St. Brown need to be quiet too. Up there clowning, talking about how we getting all this money because we managing it right, bro. That's why we getting all this money. That's why, bro.
Yeah.
That's why, brother. That's why we managing a cap, bro.
Brad Holmes, he's being patient. He's seeing how the board's playing out.
Damn good.
We'll do so.
I'll take him over Pauls any day. Any day over Pauls. That brother's bad, man.
And Afunga is over at Denver. We'll see how that went. I mean, Denver's
low. He left.
Yeah, he left. Yeah, San Francisco.
And they got Greenlaw.
They haven't seen everything.
Yeah, they lost 7 cats, bro.
You see, Josh Sweat went to Arizona.
Oh, that's where you went. Okay.
Yeah, Josh Sweat. He was killing the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
With the whole D line, he was collapsing that
Darnell, I want to ask you something. Geno Smith goes to the Raiders. I mean, first of all, I don't know what Seattle's doing, and
I know.
and
I was
I'm
They
asking
not sure
because
if
signed
he
that's
the
an
Sam
same
upgrade the way
Darnold.
thing.
they
They
did
signed
that.
Sam Darnold. That's what they did.
But
They
Sam Darnold's not
upgraded.
an upgrade. I mean,
Yes, he
there's not enough
is.
proof
Yes,
for
he
me to take him
is.
over Geno.
Gino had
No,
15
no.
interceptions last year, bro. What are you talking about? 15 interceptions, bro.
Yeah, but that's 1 year,
15
man.
interceptions, bro.
We
That takes work, bro.
yeah,
That takes work. We ain't talking about. We ain't
but
talking about
when you look
1974
at
NFL. We talking
Geno's
about,
record,
bro. We talking
oh,
about. We talking about.
well, when you look at Geno's record in his rating over the past 3 years, he's been pretty good.
You
He's,
said
15,
50. You
bro.
15.
15 picks, bro. That's all I gotta say.
I
well,
remember when
his
Jameis
rating over the
Winston.
past couple
I remember
years has been
when
really
Jameis
good.
Winston threw 30.
Last year.
You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Last year.
but look at the previous years
Oh man.
of Sam. Disaster. So
Bruh.
I'm not signing up for that.
What did Fat Joe say?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yesterday's price.
Yeah, but I'm not signing up. Hey, so
What did Fat
hey,
Joe say?
hey, hey,
What did Fat Joe say?
y'all chasing that fool's goal because I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If it don't,
Man.
it better work.
If it don't
Oh,
work
we
If it
out,
know,
don't work,
we
you get a short
know
stint over there.
Gerard Mayo knows it better work, man. He was one and done. So they all know that this ain't no long-term deal. Look at Antonio Pierce went from hero to GOAT in 1 year. So yeah, all of them know they better produce, so they gone. That's simple. They are gone. And so I think Sam Darnold found it last year. He failed at the end last year, but I think that's a learning moment for him.
yeah,
I
he
think
played well for the majority of the season.
well, but not at the end of the year. I'm
Yeah,
saying
but he had a lot of talent around him,
he's
man,
27 years
He
old,
did.
and a
bro.
great play caller.
27 years. You got Jackson Stick-Nabinga. You got, they got
Yeah,
some
but
good talent in there.
they're
Charbonnet,
down.
Kenny
Both
They
of their
got
Walker.
Justin Jefferson.
two of their top three receivers is gone.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
Yeah,
come
again,
on.
Lockett's had 3 touchdowns last year. DK had 5 touchdowns.
So,
Jackson Smith
but
gonna ball.
Sam
Jackson
is
Smith
not
gonna ball. He
generating
gonna ball.
offense. Sam plays well with people around him. That's what Minnesota was built on. He don't have Addison. He don't have all that around him.
Now, who's the OC for Seattle now? I forgot who they fired Grubb.
He
They
better
hired
they've been moving.
he
They've
better
been
be
moving
David
around.
Copperfield. The OC better be David Copperfield.
oh
he better come.
no, Kubiak's son. Kubiak's son.
Kubiak,
That's
yeah,
what
Oh,
it is.
Clint
Yeah,
Kubiak.
that's what it is.
yeah. You
Yeah,
know,
he's
Because
good. I mean,
wasn't he with the
part of the
Saints?
lineage.
yeah, he was. They were
Oh, he
clowning him
left
Kubiak,
the
against
part of the
Saints.
him.
lineage. You know
They
that
fired
He
him.
left. He
They
left
fired
the
him.
Saints to.
They
Oh, they
fired him.
fired him. Oh, they
Yeah,
fired.
because Kellen
yeah,
Moore's.
but
They
you know
fired
how
him.
it
Yeah.
is. You fail forward. It's part of the
Oh
lineage.
yeah, why? Well, yeah. Especially with
No,
that Williams, that
Kubiak was
last
doing good
name.
at first. He
Yeah,
Oh,
was
he
doing
was
good
you
at
know
balling
why
first
out.
you
last
do
Then
year.
good? Because
that's
you
why you
get
hired him.
chances to do good. See,
Yeah,
that's
Ryan
part of
Grubb.
it.
Ryan Grubb's back
Part
at Alabama,
part of
where he should have
part
been
of
in the first
part of
place.
becoming from the family tree. You get
Yeah.
chances to
Ryan
do.
Grubb's back at Alabama, where he should have been in the first place, man.
Yeah. All right. If you're thinking about a team that you're thinking is going in the right direction and some of the stuff, a team that you like, you don't know what they're doing. Where would you put some of these teams here early on? Well, I know we have some more pieces that have to play out, but uh, is there a team early on that you're saying not quite sure?
Yeah,
Uh,
Dallas. What they doing?
I said we just talked about.
Dallas ain't doing nothing. They
they
re-signed
did,
that. They re-signed that D tackle. That brother was the OC or whatever his name is.
yeah. They
Yeah,
re-signed him. They got
yeah,
Solomon Thomas.
yeah. But they ain't do
Uh,
nothing, man.
they
They
got
ain't do nothing.
Javante
Rico's still out
Williams.
there. Rico's still out there. They gonna sign
They got
him.
Williams, so they did something in the running back room because
Yeah.
they got Williams.
Yeah, but I know about
They
that.
resigned a number of guys.
Yeah,
Because sometimes
they
partner
ain't
you
do
got to
no impact.
resign,
They ain't doing impact, man. They ain't
but
doing impact.
they did address the defensive line with Solomon Thomas,
Yeah,
and then they're going to have to draft. They go, the Dallas has always been a drafting team. They don't do much in free agency, so we'll see what they do in the draft. They ain't gonna win, so
they ain't gonna win with
they ain't
Brian
win. That
Schottenheimer and
they,
Jerry. Please,
you might as well just throw up the flag.
they making money though. They printing money up in Jerry
Oh,
world. So yeah,
Because the fans keep buying they keep buying
yeah,
the banana in the tailpipe.
yep.
So we'll see what they come up with that. They keep falling for that. Because he's the Houdini of all Houdinis.
And like
So
Bulls fans, like Chicago Bulls
that's
fans.
that's it.
Yeah.
All right, we got
They're
March
playing
Madness
every
coming
year.
up.
Yeah.
Let's turn to the hoop. Let's get down. It's getting ready. We got conference championships coming up. A lot going on the men's side. The women already finished their conference championships, but looking at folks who are some of these teams who are sitting outside of the top 10 that 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 you feel that might you need to watch them. They got a shot. Yeah, anybody have any teams that you want to put out? I know I got a few teams that I think would be that's sitting just outside of it.
You
Uh,
talking about teams that'll
Top
that'll
10,
give
yeah.
teams problems, or
outside the
teams
top
that you
10.
think will win the championship?
They have a chance to win a
Those are two
championship.
different.
There's some teams sitting outside the top
Those are
10.
two different conversations.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
a team that I'm looking at is Texas Tech. Is Texas Tech in the top 10? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they will be.
Texas Tech is sitting at 9.
Oh,
So
they
you
are
got
in the top
Yeah,
10.
they're top 10. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got
Okay.
Duke number 1, Houston 2, Auburn 3, Florida 4, Alabama 5, St. John 6, Michigan State 7, Tennessee 8, Texas Tech is 9, and Clemson's at 10.
Uh,
So one I got,
Clemson's at 10.
yep, at 10. So a couple I have. One is Iowa State. Now they dropped a little bit here lately, but
Yeah, I
got a
would
chance.
expect them to be in there.
I had a chance to watch them in
Yeah, they're
Maui.
slipping a little bit. Yeah.
Um, sometimes you have those moments, but they, um, they're a team that um, they got balance. They defend. They've had some struggles here lately, but I think they're a squad that you need to pay attention to. They were ranked as high as I think they were one at one point, weren't they? I know at least
Mhm.
two,
There were
uh,
three.
Yeah.
three.
There were
The
three
high,
for a while,
yeah.
for a long while.
They're good. And one of the people you got to watch out for is Josh Jefferson. I've said that from, I think part of they don't. He sometimes kind of sits in the background, but he's such a versatile
Mhm.
player that if he can get his imprint on the game, they got other players, but he's a tough cover. And I just really like the way he and Keyshawn Gilbert is a dog when he's at it. At their
Yep.
guard, and kind of getting
Curtis
them.
Jones,
Yeah, they,
Mhm.
they got some players that.
Samuel
Uh,
Lipsy, of course, the
yep, yep. And then Milan.
Montilovich. Yep.
Yeah, it's funny because when he was a freshman, we talked a lot about him. He's a Wisconsin kid, right? He's from
Mhm.
Pewaukee, so he's a solid player.
Another
He's
one
built like
gone.
a man. He's a
Another
man.
player gone.
He's a man. And their coach might be the strongest person on the team, walking around with his chest out there. Him and Buzz, boy, I like to see them in the weight room. Those guys crack me up walking around. But that team reflects his attitude, and I could see them putting together a run. I mean, they wouldn't be surprised if they were a Final Four team for me. So that's one I would say outside of top 10. That if you're looking at their brackets, if they're not there by, if they're down at that third rung or somewhere around there, or they're a 3 seed. That's a team that I would say is going to be a tough out.
You know, a
Anybody
team
else?
that's a team that's going to be a tough out is another team we saw in Maui. That's the Memphis Tigers.
Oh yeah,
Because
Mhm.
when it comes tournament time, a lot of times the game is very guard driven,
hmm
and they have two guards in PJ Haggerty and Tyrese Hunter that can
yeah,
give anybody a run for their money. And they got Musa Cisse, Dane Danger down low, getting rebounds, blocking shots, giving energy.
yeah,
They play hard. You talk about dogs. Memphis got some dogs as well. So
yeah,
I see Memphis being a team that can really push somebody
yeah.
come playoff time, or make a push for themselves. Lead eight. That kind of deal. But I kind of already have an idea who I think is going to win the championship.
We still
Who
dealing
you
with
think?
outside the top 10.
Yeah,
I know you trying to deal with some
Yeah.
I
fantasy
know,
stuff.
I
We'll
know,
get to
but
that.
the way you but the way you kind of set up like who you think can win the championship, I'm like I kind of
I was talking
already
about somebody
think I
outside
know
the
who's
top
going to
10.
win the
We'll
championship.
get in
Yeah,
there. Kyle, who do you want to say outside the top 10?
I say A&M, definitely A&M. Yeah, like
Buzz,
Taylor.
boy.
Yeah,
Buzz got
Buzz.
about 9,000 coaches. Doesn't he,
Yeah, I
Darnell?
think
Like he
Yeah,
got
that.
that whole.
I like them too.
Yeah. No, I like A&M. I think A&M playing well. I want to see how they really. I think they'll do next run in the SEC, and I got some good talent with Hefner and Coleman third, and yeah. So I like and I like Buzz, one of the best coaches I've seen. I've seen him at 3 spots. Marquette, VTech, and now Texas A&M, and so I like A&M. I like the way they're peaking at this time of season. Yes.
So Darnell, I want to let you break. So talk about the team you want to talk about.
As far as the team I think is going to the championship, it's got to. If you ask me, it's got to be Duke, man.
Yeah,
It's got to be the Dukies, man. This team is super deep. I remember when the preseason number one, the preseason rankings came out, and I saw that Kansas was number one. I was shocked. I was like, how is Duke not number one? Because at first I didn't know Mason Gillis had transferred to Duke, but Duke, they have so much depth. Like coming off the bench, they have Isaiah Evans, who's an absolute bucket. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot. He can shoot from the parking lot. He gives a lot of energy. He plays hard. You got, of course, starter. You got Cooper Flag, which is a National Player of the Year candidate. Presumptively, is going to be the number one pick in the draft. He does everything for you on the court. He reminds me a lot of his favorite player in Jason Tatum. Then that kind of mold where he could switch 1 through 4, and in college, a lot of the bigs aren't really that big, so he can guard a lot of teams' fives too. And then on the offensive end, his offense is coming along very strong towards the end of the year, being a go-to guy to score, and is a very underrated part of his game is his passing. And he has a lot of guys to pass too. Con Knipple, another guy from Wisconsin. We love our Wisconsin guys out here. Con Knipple. Yeah, he's a shooter. He can rebound. He's hard-nosed player. You got Sheon James, which is like their little college version of Drew Holiday, big physical guard that really gets after on the defensive end of the court. You got Kaman Malawat, 7'2", that they can actually trust to play at the level of the screen to get up. He's not one of those big bigs that he has to drop and only drop no matter what. He's getting up to the level of the screen. He's putting pressure on ball handlers. He's moving his feet, and he has a little bit of a range on the offensive end where he can step out and hit a jumper. He gives his team another element. You know what I'm saying? And then they got some older guys too. Mason Gillis. They have the point guard. Point guard. He played at Notre Dame High School in California. I keep forgetting his name. He's number one, but he can come in the game, really settle it down. Moses, the center that comes off the bench. So this is a team that is legit 9 deep. You know what I'm saying? Of players that can really contribute on a high level, and I think that's going to be hard to become tournament time because like foul trouble. This is one game because when it comes to tournament time, it's a one game sample size. So you got to be able to play different styles. You got to be able to withstand different things that may go wrong. And I think Duke is the team that's best equipped to that. Even though you're going to have a lot of teams that have something to say about that, and some teams I know that you're going to bring up. So I'm not going to say it right now.
Yeah, I think Cooper Flag's having amazing year. I mean, he was he was named Rookie of the Year, Newcomer of the Year. He was Player of the Year. He was runner up and Defensive Player of the Year to Chucky to Hepburn, who was at Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin, another person we let go.
Yeah, Louisville actually. I mean, we saw Louisville when they were just a wreck, and now they're sitting up there at 13.
We got coaching, man. Pat Kelsey, man.
Yeah, I would say I don't think they're gonna run away. It'd be interesting to see Auburn was coming off a run, and then
Mhm.
they lost to them at Camden Indoor. It was kind of, but Auburn, I would put in there. The key with Auburn is Chad Baker Mazzara has got to make sure he does not get ejected. He just got
Head
ejected from the
case.
Alabama game. They lost by 2 on Sears, and in Alabama is another one. I mean, Alabama's surging late, and they got to, and Sears is a bucket waiting to happen. So I think that what I like about Duke most is how they defend. I mean, and the fact that I don't know if that was you, Darnell. We're talking about maybe talking is when they start to get their length, and after I was talking about you watch them when they defend, they're covering court all length of the court. I
Mhm.
mean, they are so long in that defense. But at the end of the game, they're gonna go to Cooper, and Cooper early on in the season struggled in that end of the game possessions. I think he got better with that as the game gets tighter. But they got a lot of depth, and so I do
Yeah.
like that, but I like Houston. Um, Cryer's got to stay out of foul trouble, but he gets after it. And then Florida's got. I mean, Florida is an interesting team with some scorers in the way they get after it. They got some bucket guys, and so I don't. I think there's some folks that can give Duke a run, especially in the tournament. But I would say they are the favorite because they can do it on both ends, and they got depth. I give you that. I give you that.
Niggas
As
got so much talent. And I didn't even bring up Tyrese Proctor.
Yep.
Tyrese Proctor was a guy that was he was thought of as a lottery pick last year going into the season,
Yep.
and he
Yeah.
came back, and he's a major part of that team.
Yep.
So there's so much talent. Like you mentioned Houston. I love Houston. You know what I'm saying? I love the way they play. They remind me of back home. You know what I'm saying? Like an
Mhm.
old school Ipsy or Lincoln team from back in the day. But like I mentioned, like Isaiah Evans. If Isaiah Evans was at Houston, I think he'll probably be their best scorer. And
Mhm.
he don't start. He doesn't start for Duke. So
Yeah,
I
but I
think they're
think
gonna
I
be tough
think
to
in the
beat.
tournament play, all that matters until it doesn't matter. The tournament
Yeah.
game is different. Like that all matters right now, but tournament games, some of these teams are a little bit older. They ain't shocked by that. Like
Right.
they not shocked by Duke. Like that's where you get surprised that there are teams here are a little bit older. Some of the teams they're gonna play in the second, third round, a little bit
Uh-huh.
older, ain't scared. It's a different energy. And so
It's,
that energy worked probably 10 years ago, but it's not a guarantee now. Because some of these other teams are older. You might not hurt them, they're flashy. Like St. Mary's.
mhm.
You can say, well, they don't have a lot of quad one wins, they got like that, but they got pros. they got pros
Like
and they know how to
Michigan State,
play.
cough.
Huh?
Like Michigan State, cough. You're not gonna
Michigan
scare me.
State, even a Michigan that is kind of got two seven
Uh,
footers running screens, or Wisconsin. There's some.
I don't know about Michigan, man.
I'm gonna
They
tell you
guard,
in the
they
tournament,
guard play is shaky,
the entire
and when
play
they
is shaky
when they run
until it's
into when they
not.
run into that pressure against Duke, I don't know,
Until
man.
it's not. You also got two 7 footers. You got
And
Clemson who ain't scared of them.
Duke got a 7-2 guy.
Yeah, Iowa State against Duke. The Iowa
Yeah,
State we saw in
that'd be
Maui against Duke. Yeah, they not backing down.
yeah.
They're not
I
backing
think
down.
Auburn is a great matchup. I
Auburn, they
think them
got
and
junk
Auburn is gonna be a
dogs.
great matchup. Yep.
Yeah,
Todd
Memphis would
Pettiford.
be great, but
So,
they Memphis got them cats. They gonna shoot you in and shoot you out.
yeah.
But if
Because
they
the
shoot
thing
you in,
is
you in
that
trouble.
I'll say the one game sample size, you never know. It might be that night where,
It's
where they
that
gonna
night,
shoot your lights
boy.
out.
They got that. Who you got, Hammer? Who you got? Who you excited about, man?
I'm excited about Duke. I mean, I think that
Yeah.
again, you talk about how deep it is, flag, and yeah. So I, see brother Lucas his last kind of run as the top guy in Duke, and to the talent Mason gives. Yeah, I mean, Darnell spoke, but I mean they're basically almost like an all-star team, and they're well coached, and so yeah, I just think that again they're the prohibitive favorite right now, but we'll see. I mean, there's a lot, like you said, Houston, a lot of Auburn, a lot of good teams. Florida, we talk about a lot of good teams out there.
Tennessee,
Tennessee, really good.
Ziegler.
But I think Duke is the favorite because of the depth and multitude of talent, and just again the interchangeable weapons they have offensively and defensively
Yeah.
to make it where they're going to be the prohibitive favorite. I think. Yeah. So
You know who I think is going to be a tough out? Maryland.
Yeah.
Look, this team. This team I probably could have brought up in the first segment. A team that it might be unheralded, but man, Derek Queen. You got Julian Reese, Angel Reese's brother.
Yeah.
yeah.
They get after on the board. So Derek Queen is an all-around game, scoring inside, outside, can really pass the ball. I think they could give some teams some trouble.
Yeah, they and yeah, they could because they can control that glass and defend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I saw against Wisconsin. They didn't look that great against Wisconsin, bro. So
Wisconsin has looked good though. Like
I say
people sleep on them.
Wisconsin is not a bad team. I know they
Yeah.
ran
not
into
bad. We got
into the boys from East Lansing, but
we
Yeah.
got injury problems too, bro. Yeah, we got shooting problems. We got injury problems. Like against East Lansing, we couldn't hit the broad side of the barn. We shot 5 of 32 from 3. So yeah, and then just we got the injuries with Klinsmann and Winter's hurt now. So yeah, but I don't know. I just saw a lack of intensity with the Badgers where that really concerns me. Just go and lose to Penn State. I don't care how many people down. You don't lose senior day to Penn State at the crib.
man.
Unacceptable. I missed the game to watch my One City Scholars win, but I was stunned. I was looking at them like, these cats shot 37% from 2-point land, not 3-point land, 2-point land. That's terrible. So we'll see. But Coach Gard, this team is supposed to be 10 in the Big Ten, and so yeah, we'll see. I mean,
there's some teams like Marquette that are down lower that you thought were going to be
that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Hey, so what?
We ain't talking about St. John.
What have you?
Coach Patino, brother, Coach RJ Louise, baby.
Yes,
I mean, Coach.
I think St. John's is a
Patino.
similar boat that Houston used to be into, where Houston and Tennessee, where they're gonna grind it out. Like it's gonna be a tough game, but you never know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have enough scoring, to make a super deep run. But they might. They might catch a team on the wrong night, a team where they, like you say, they can't hit the broad side of the barn, they're equipped to win ugly.
And Darda, I know you and I talked about this even when we watched Houston. Some of these teams up front, Tennessee, sometimes it depends on how that whistle can affect that aggressiveness in the tournament, and you get a key player hurt. In foul trouble, that can turn a team like that. So we just said like Cryer or whatever. Like you get a person.
And you short.
Yeah, you get them cats who are your heartbeat, and because of what you play, you built in enough behind them to step in the moments. Whereas Duke plays hard, but they play good defense. They don't play overly aggressive, right? And they got depth, right? So they're you got to find that balance versus some of these junkyard dogs. They all up in you, and that can work.
Houston,
but sometimes in a tournament that might put people on the line, and so
because everybody crashing the glass.
Yep,
they running in there jumping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So we
lose balls.
Yes, and so y'all got to remember, check us out. We're gonna be posting RSG Tourney Challenge. We'll be putting that out here soon in the next couple of days. People can pre-register, and the way it works is if one of the RSG personalities get the top 3 spots, then that prize is gone. If we get all 3, then you got to wait till next year. You got to outdo. That's how this is what it's all about. So you got to outdo Hammer. You got to outdo D. You got to outdo Darnell. We got a couple other folks. Game changers. We got to. Y'all better bring your game now. Now you might be able to outdo Phil T, our old school guy. Phil might mess around and have Slippery Rock. They're not even in it, so we don't know. Sometimes Phil had us in trouble a couple years back. I was worried, but we'll have some
Kansas.
Yeah,
Kansas. Can't trust.
Oh my! We ain't gonna. Well, I feel sorry for Bill Self. We got to know Bill. You can see Bill struggling right now. Maybe next year we got to see what Self does. But don't go with Kansas. I'm telling you. And we will be doing a show. We have to do this we have our can't trust it list. So next week you'll get
Are we
the
are we doing
official.
are we doing a tournament show?
Yeah,
Or
we'll
are we
do a
doing that?
tournament show next week. Can't trust
I'm
it
talking about
list.
like during the like we did like back old school like 10
I
years
don't know if
ago
we'll do
like
it old
during
school,
the
but we will do something
man
next
that was the
Tuesday prior
thing
to the
man
tournament
up at
beginning.
RBI or something up at RBI.
We're not going to be live on this one, but we will do our next Tuesday.
Man,
Our can't
that
trust it
was
list.
you talking about Darnell, but that was those are days, bro.
Yeah,
RSG
yeah.
baby,
We
you
we we
up in there with
we
some chicken wings, bro,
yeah.
some nachos.
Now we will get together for the tournament,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
yeah,
And Devon had his beer. I don't drink it. His beer, man. It was like that.
we
The
we
big
we
upsets
will
there.
we will do a can't trust it list next week. So y'all gotta
Yes,
get
sir.
prepped. Now I
Yes,
can't
sir.
trust it. Our man, the game changer, had to get everybody to understand it. But yeah, we do. There's some folks we love, but some of those folks we love we can't trust.
No.
Some of these teams, it might be a coach, it might be a program that's cost people their mortgage, and we'll
Yeah.
remind you of that.
Yep. Yep,
Some of your
dog.
favorite
Yep.
programs that cost people their
Yep.
mortgage.
Yep.
You
Yep.
Arizona Wildcat fans, y'all
Oh
cost some
man.
people their mortgage.
Oh, yes, he did.
They've cost mortgages way out there. So stay tuned for the can't trust the list. Will come out that. All right, we're gonna drop the mic here. Give out some flowers. I think we might collectively do this. I'll start. We just found out Junior
Oh
Brisk,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
great
Yeah. I was gonna
Milwaukee
bring
Buck,
yeah. Sad man.
extraordinary
Sad.
businessman. Just quiet. Just heard that he passed away. Carl. I know this is
Sad man. Yeah.
first of all, I'm a big fan of those
Colleagues,
Bucks
colleagues
teams,
yeah.
but just the way he strolled through life, he's
Class
someone
act.
that
Class
everyone
act,
respects.
bro. Class
Yeah,
act. Quiet. Yeah. No. Sadly, one of my colleagues, Anthony Brown, real close to family. Yeah. Very close to family. And sadly, Junior passed away. Very sad, but just an honorable brother. People are mourning right now. But just a quiet brother, but very accomplished. Top pick at Louisville, picked by the Lakers and in the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar trade. But just started to get minority ownership in the Bucks and started getting involved with civil life of the Bucks. And just sadly, 71 years old, gone too soon. But great life. So. Shout out to brother Bridgman and his family, all the people mourning out there. Everyone knows my adopted state now, Wisconsin. A lot of my cats I've learned, met here for the past 29 years. I've been in this wonderful state. I'm mourning right now, who grew up with the Bucks. And people like me, like I said, I had love for the Bucks growing up. And you will tell you why. I'm gonna just be jovial about this because the Bulls are raggedy. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
That's why there's nothing but love for the Bucks, man, because the Bulls were trash.
Yeah.
So, and we saw Drew Bridgman bring it. So yeah, so it's sad with brother Bridgman, but may he rest in peace and God bless him. Wonderful life, but gone too soon. Drop the mic for Ulysses Bridgman, brother. So
yes. Darnell, you everyone. Let you
Oh,
go.
okay.
You let you close it out
Yeah.
if you want to.
All right. Yeah. I'll go with Trey Holloman from Michigan State.
hello.
I didn't. Yeah. I know. I thought we were gonna do like the collective one, but
Okay.
yeah. I'll close it out with Trey Holloman, because the last couple games going into the end of this regular season showed out, been the heartbeat of the Michigan State Spartans. The game against Iowa when they were down, he sparked the 31-6 run. They were down. I think they're down by 6. He had to chase down Butt. They called it a foul, but it was clean. It was just like the Trey Burke block against Louisville.
Damn,
But
going back, bro.
yep, the next then the next
bro.
play, somebody set like a legal screen, and then he got everybody fired up, and then Michigan State went on a 31-6 run to beat Iowa, and then the last game of the season on senior night, they played against Michigan. They got him at home on Sunday. He had he played a vital role in that game. I think he had 20 points, something like that. And he's just been the heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? He's wearing number 5. I think Michigan State should do something with number 5, just like Penn State does with 11. Well, you know, with like Adrian
Yeah.
Payne,
Yep.
Cassius Winston, that kind of thing, can make it like a tradition type of thing. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna drop my mic by giving you know, take my hat off to giving some flowers to Trey Holloman.
St.
Yeah,
Paul, baby. St. Paul, baby.
yeah. It's funny watching Coach at Maui just trying because they were struggling from 3 and trying to get that team, and it seems like he's finally got. But that's the thing that Izzo does. He does all that stuff early, so it starts to percolate and happen at the right time. I've enjoyed getting to connect with him the times they've been at Maui and other times. So it's been good. Check us out on Real Sports Guys on all social media platforms. Check us out on your favorite podcast platform. Until next time, thank you for being with us. For my man Darnell and Hammer,
Yes, sir.
we'll see you on the other side.
Yes, sir.
Hard working, dedicated. Would like to dedicate this to those who never hate it. Can't nothing hold us down. Can always go another round. Welcome to the underground. Real sports with real sports guys. It's a flex that had his mindset. Ready for whatever grind next. My mindset working with the time left. Hard working, dedicated. Would like to dedicate this to those who never hate it. Can't nothing hold us down. Can always go another round. Welcome to the underground. Real sports with real sports guys.